the money, where the food, the food, the food. Cause everybody
Mayegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Mayegun diary, Mayegun la wa mo, la mo do 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 do. Mayegun diary, Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary, lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, ẹ fara balẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary,
Good evening.
Mayegun làwa
Welcome to Buhari.
mọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun diary,
Hear the broadcast, There's no too much.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. lórí Facebook. àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. lórí YouTube. àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Good evening and welcome to Mayegun's Diary tonight. For those of you who are just joining me and for those who will still join us later, let me just send the welcome to everyone at once. My dear brother, Fajano, the rain. I've got the comment on now so I can read. My good brother, Adesonya Olukayo Debankole, and so many of you that I'll probably not be able to see because the comments are running in so fast. It is going to be interesting tonight, but it's going to be a session that will not really be so palatable to many people. But we just have to say it. We just have to do this. Many of our position, Mayegun's position on so many things, they've never really been palatable to so many people. But there is one thing you can tell, and you can actually see the sincerity, because even when I open the line now, some of you, many of you, agrees with me that we should keep saying it the way it is. General Awolesi, it's good to see you. It's good to see all of you. So if you are the type who take things too personal, because I am going to stay abroad today, my message is going to be for the Abroadian Buharididirins, the premium Buharididirins, the Mumumadus, the Bellectuals, and the Bellectuals, our abroad-based Buharididirins. Because I've got something for you. The usual ones where I always want to ask you direct questions. Questions that borders that sort of eat your subconscious mind most of the time, that gets you into rage. Tonight's broadcast is going to be focused on you, especially you, the Uncle Chicago. Sister London, many of you whose only wish is to turn many of those ignorant, misinformed, poorly educated Buharididirins, the home-based, obedient fools, the humbled slaves, and the sophisticated morons. So I've got something for you. And if you are watching me from Nigeria, and you happen to be a social media ads man or a Facebook bandit that probably works for any of these criminal politicians or the party, or looking forward or benefiting directly from the crumbs, the force of the table of these criminals, it is a pleasure having you with me tonight from wherever you are watching from. My dear brothers and sisters, fellow compatriots, can you please join me to welcome to the podium at this hour, ladies and gentlemen, the people of the day, the people we want to talk about today. Many of them we are going to really get mad today. Some of them we are going to heal from their own afflictions. Many of them are going to receive partial healings through the keywords that eat harder, deeper than a bullet. The words that they say I should be careful of most of the time. Mayegun, be careful of what you say, because I've later realized that these words penetrate conscience deeper than a bullet. So we will soon annoy them. We will soon throw them into rage. Some of them are going to lose their temper very soon. Some comments are going to be popping in, okay? Because we are going to begin to ask some real questions that are not really hard to answer. But they will find it hard to answer. But trust me, we will provide the answer ourselves, because the answers are not far-fetched. So brace up. If you are a drinker, grab the bottle now. Pour another drink. Gulp some. If you are not a drinker of anything in bottles, now it's time for you to pour some hot drinks on that tea bag, that coffee. Refill. And for those of you who are going to be here, Joycing, let's see who is going to be in charge of a popcorn tonight. And whoever is going to supply the drink, the juice and all of that. Yeah, let everyone get set. First thing first, share this broadcast. Now, as I was saying, let us welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the home-based Buharis they love to call themselves. But we don't call them Buharists. It is part of the lie they told them. They thought Buharist is an ideology. Buharist is something that is this or that, but it is a mirage. It is a lie that were cooked up by the criminals in Nigeria, who are never, ever differentiated by their tribe, their religion, or their whatever, anything else that they use to divide me and you. So they call themselves Buharist. But on Mayegun's diary, Politico, we don't call them Buharist. We have names for them. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us welcome the Buharideens and the Buharidirins, the Buharidinotus and the Buharididatus, the Buharishukus, the Unekaharis, the Ngoziaris. Let us their distant cousins, the lightweight Osho, the Will Smith, as I love to call them, Ajangba, the Obamas, the few ones that pretended to be educated, but they are as worse as their, their other armed bandits. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the obedient fools, the humbled slaves, and the sophisticated morons. And let's cross over. Across the Atlantic, and greet their abroad-based uncles and aunties and sisters and, maybe brothers and on and on and on. The Mumumadus, the Bellectuals, and the Mumu lecturers to this show. And let us get started. If you haven't shared the broadcast, this is a window for you to do so. I'm going to leave a gap of 30 seconds for us to do that because I haven't done that too. You should do the same if you haven't shared the broadcast now. Do so before we get started. And to this group of men that we have just, and women that we have just welcomed to the program, we want to talk about you. I have a lot to say. I'm going to be so brief because I know many of you also have a lot to say too. You will have the opportunity of phoning in. You will call in and express yourselves. And in the next 20 minutes, or maybe half an hour, I'm going to be very busy hitting this group of our guests who are joining us today. If you know any of their platforms, share Mayegun's Diary there. The worst they will do is to report the page. If they report the page, we will get our own platform very soon. We are no longer afraid to say it the way it is. So share the broadcast. Invite your friends while I do same.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o, ayé ẹ̀sùn láyé, ògùnlá olóṣèlú, ayé ẹ̀sùn láyé, ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn lágì.
Thank you for those who have managed to share the broadcast. It won't take much time to do so. It is actually there on your screen. Just tap it, share it, continue watching. Okay? Others will join us soon. Now, in 2015, that's something they hate about this platform. They know that they don't understand why people keep coming back. They don't understand what people are really enjoying or understand the reason why people actually love Mayegun's Diary. I read the comments, I read people's, the comments, all your comments are more or less like the feedback of how you feel, your responses and your reactions to what we do on Mayegun's Diary. And I build on that to get better and better. And they say the older the wine, the better the taste. So they don't understand. We have a technique here. I am someone who always loves to take you through down the memory lane. I'll tell you how it all started. Those who started it. And those who are playing aloof. And those that we now have names for. The reason why we have names for them is because all these names that I keep repeating all the time, yeah, the names represent every kind of individuals who have one way or the other, one time or the other, now, before, now, or in the future, stand up to give one reason to defend APC or Buhari or any other criminals in Nigeria, PDP or whatever you want to call them. But this time around, let's face this Buharideens and the Buharidirins. The Buharideens and the Buharididirins, they are the home-based Nigerians who are living in the country called Nigeria. G, that is in Yoruba, that means G, wake up. Ria, and then you see and you suffer. They are those who are the pawns on the chess table of the criminals who they recycle every now and then. They don't like me. I don't like them. They have, most of the time, they have been calling. They said, why don't you come back home and change the whole thing? Do you know why we won't come back home? It's simply because, an average Buharideen, an average Buharididirin is a potential terrorist. It is a terror-inclined personality. So when I say an average, you should understand that that is not every one of them. That is why we have names for all of them. Okay? But you see, those ones who are facing the hardship, those ones they told they will receive unemployment allowance, and they are still waiting 5 years down the lane. Those they said they will receive graduate allowance up to these days, they are up to today, they are still waiting. Those they lied to, that they are going to give them 3 million jobs every year, and many of them have lost their jobs, they are still waiting. Those are the Buharideens and the Buharidirins, and they are everywhere. The Buharididirins, and I think I released a sort of a detailed interpretation of the names a while ago. So those who are based in Nigeria, who are suffering, who are facing the every hardship we report, those who are facing the insecurity and the killings, those are the ones we call the Buharideens, those ones who are based in the north. Again, a young man came to me in my inbox and he said, Mayegun, you are tribalist. You are this. I used to enjoy you, this and that. But lately, you have been so tribalistic, blah, 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 to the north. The guy thought I was going to be angry, but I respected him because he was angry. So he brought it into my inbox, Mayegun's diary. But I didn't respond in anger. I said his name and I said, I am very sorry and I apologize if the way what I say comes out is different to the way you take it. I am not responsible for the way you take my message. My message is my message. This is the best way I know how to do it. I'm not going to change it. Nothing will change it. Okay? But if this comes out to you, that's what I told the young man. I said, if the way my messages comes out to you makes me look like a tribalist, number one, I am a tribalist. I come from a tribe. You are a tribalist. We are all tribal. I'm a tribalist. But I would never, ever see one tribe superior to the other. And that is why I relate and I speak my mind the way I feel. So that I don't feel that inferiority or the guilty conscience of trying to force an opinion to say, oh, my tribe is better than yours, or your tribe is better than this one. I won't do that. You know why? Because we all come from a tribe, from different tribe. And I won't lie to myself that I'm not a tribalist. And I always respect everything that has to do with my tribe, the Yoruba tribe. I will do all that. And I will respect everyone who is doing the same thing. I'm not going to come here and do a tribal contest. It's not going to feed me. It's not going to bring anything. You know what I mean now? So this young man came and he said, Mayegun, I love what you do, but you are beginning to sound so tribalistic. You have been attacking the North. You said the North is they are illiterate. You said this and that. I was like, I wasn't angry. I said, I apologize. I apologize to you if my message or the way it came out or the way they came out wrongly to you. I apologize. But listen, I say things the way I say them. There are those who understand my messages, and they know that if you don't join my broadcast in the midway, you may not understand. And most of the time, I direct my message to the public officials. There was a time that I came out here to encourage us to support different people against these guys. But eventually, these guys bought themselves and bought their way in, and they got recycled, and they are now in power again. So now, I don't have to fight you anymore. It is now for all of us to face the people you give the job to do the job and deliver. Now, if you then turn around to call me enemy, to call me names, when I'm actually talking to those you gave the job to, you shouldn't feel offended in the first way. The way I talk about them, the way I talk about where they come from, listen, there is no part of Nigeria that is not marginalized. Do not deceive yourself. Politicians may make you feel like you are superior. Your tribe is this, your tribe is that. Oh, that tribe is poor. They are illiterate here, they are this, they are that. Let me be honest with you. The entire part of Nigeria, the entire part of the whole place is messed up. It doesn't matter if you are Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, or Shekiri, Ijo, Efik, Nupe, Benue, and the rest of them. It doesn't matter. The criminals who have been taking advantage of everybody for years, they come from all of these tribes. So if Mayegun is talking about them, you shouldn't take offense. And that's what I told the young man. Do not take offense. Okay? And that is why I won't call you other names than these beautiful names, because it's the only way for me to really tell my friends or to let my friend and my friends understand and identify different species of those who are suffering from that mental illness called Buhariism. It is just a simple, what do you call it? It's just a simple academic experiment. Who is a Buharidin? Is a northern-based Buhari supporter. Who is a Buharididirin? Is a Yoruba land-based Buhari supporter. So a Buharidin is based in the north, is a guy. A Buharididirin is based in Yoruba land. Anywhere. It can be in Osun, it can be in Lagos. Is a Buharididirin. Their female counterparts are called Buharidinotus, are the northern-based Buharidirins or Buharideens. The Buharidijatus are the Yoruba land-based Buharidirins, the female. Then when you cross the border and you see where you see Hope, when you see Hope Uzodima, when you see Richard, Rochas, Okorocha, when you see the, what do you call this guy? This Okija, Shantabandu. I've always wanted to remember that name. You know that Okija Shatabandu is also from that part of the place. He's a leader there. They have group there. They are Buharideens of that region. That's why we have those who are defending those ones too. We have names for them. They are called, they are called the Buhari Shukus, their male counterparts. You'll find them in Nimo. You'll find them in Anambra. You'll find them in Ebonyi. You'll find them in Enugu. You'll find them everywhere. They are called Buhari Shukus. Those are the ones that will tell you that your hatred for Buhari, as if to say, speaking out your mind is hatred. You know those ones that will challenge you and tell you that your hatred for Buhari will never bring Biafra. Don't deny them. I'm not blind. I know them. Are you with me now? Those are the Buhari Shukus. They are your brothers too. I get my own brothers. I get my own sister. They are called Buharidirins and the Buharidijatus. If you are from the north and you fall into that category, what would they call you? They will call you Buharidin and then Buharidijatu or Buhari. You know what I mean? Buharidinotu. It's so simple. It's just to identify. So that when anybody is talking to you or they are trying to play ostrich, you know, they are trying to play like they are smart by telling you, calm down. Oh. For those of you who are just hearing this for the first time, I'm giving you this now. So in the East, we have those who are milking Buhari and collecting money too. I just mentioned there 3 now. One day Imo, Opuzodima, Okoro, Rochas, Okorocha is there. You cannot deny them. And if Aniocha, as you always love to call it, Aniocha River State, if it's going to be part of Biafra, then you also have Rotimi Amechi there. You know what I mean? Rotimi Amechi, the Okrika Shinorambo. You know that one? Okrika Shinorambo. And you have this one from Anambra, or where is that one from? Okija Shatabandu Ngige. Where's it from? Anambra or where? So do not deny them. When I make up these names, they are well researched. They are evidence backed. They are not because I want to call your tribe anything. It's just to give you an idea of those I'm talking about, so that you can know where you belong. Then we have those who are suit and tie, no brain. You know those ones that love to be called professors. You see Dr. Richard Nixon, philosophy, political philosophy, doctor of philosophy, doctor of this and that, and he's defending Buhari. The man, Daura Anini. You know, some of you don't know that Buhari should be referred to as Daura Anini. Daura, the certificateless, the certificateless Daura Anini. Buhari. And you will see some professor from everywhere. They will tell you, oh, you don't understand the economic. You don't understand the government. Governance is so hard to do. Because they want to defend the Uranini. At the end of the day, they begin to sound stupid. We have names for them. Those are the people I told you. They are called the obedient fools, the humbled slaves, and the sophisticated morons. It is level by level. Are you with me? So it is not about your tribe. It is not about your religion. I can call a fake pastor. I can give him a name. Do not feel offended. When you begin to defend them, then that means you are more or less like them. If you take my own talk, if you take what I say, if you take it too serious, and you don't just laugh your heart out, take the truth from them, laugh about the joke and move on. You are just giving yourself unnecessary headache. Because I've got friends. You won't understand. I've got friends. They are watching me. Look at them. They are there. They're always everywhere. So whether you like me, whether you don't like me, the way I speak, the way I talk, you don't like the way you talk. Stop disturbing yourself. Just click on follow button. It's the easiest thing ever in my life. The easiest thing I've ever done in my life is to click on follow button on any pages I don't like. Do that. And save the world, save the planet. Let my friends have breathing spaces, let them, they are free here. Here is a land of freedom. Look at them, free. They speak their mind. They don't care if DSS is watching. They don't care if Buhari plugged in. They don't care. They are free. That's what we do here. So calm down, calm down. We have not started. We are just warming up because of those who need to know. I know many of you want me to talk about the abroad-based premium Buharideens, Buharididirins. The uncles, aunties, and their friends, cousins, and all of them who also ran away like many of us. If not, many of us would have been in Nigeria right now fighting over 1,000 naira, speaking grammar, speaking English, telling you how much, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, when they bring out one bag of rice, they say, you know what, I am worth more than one bag of rice, honorable. But I'm just going to do it for the sake of our children. I'll take the bag of rice. So what are we going to eat with it? What are we going to cook with it? So, I've added 5,000 naira, sir. So 5,000, okay. For 5 votes, honorable, 5 votes. 5 votes. Me, my wife, my daughter, my son, 5 votes. 5,000 naira for, come on, honorable. Okay, no problem, sir. You are so respected in the community. So that we too, we would have been in Nigeria right now, hustling, how to collect 1,000, 10,000, 5,000. That's why some of them don't like the fact that they miss out on the 5,000 naira support fund of my Gun's diary. The abroad base, those are those ones we called those who left Nigeria and Nigeria never left them. Are you with me? They are the hope and aspiration of so many people who are of the home-based Buharideens and the Buharididirins. But I have questions for you. This is where you should now use your head. Auntie, you have been in America. God knows when. You left Nigeria since you are about 22. Long time ago. You are now 55. You said you left Nigeria. Some of you, I'm talking to some of you who have actually been abroad so long. Some of you have become citizens as well. Yes, your children are citizens of these countries. They would never have anything to do with Nigeria if they don't want to. Now, you left Nigeria when you were probably 20, 22. Or maybe 30, because those who left Nigeria when they were about 30 years of age, those ones are very mean. Those are the ones who are now probably in their 50s. They are very deadly. They don't wish you well. If you take advice from them, if you are in Nigeria, you are living in Nigeria, and this auntie is posting on Facebook, telling you about how wonderful Buhari is planning. How many people just don't like Buhari because Buhari want to fix Nigeria. listen to me carefully. If you don't know that a message is destroying people's lives in Nigeria, then you are one of them, simply because you will never know. She is abroad, like me. I am not the one you should be asking to come back. Me and you no get business. And we no get anything together. You know why? I didn't. I have never for one day sit down here and say, fellow Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, let us close our eyes and pray for our politicians so that they can have wisdom. I have never been here to tell you or blame you only for their own error. I came here all the time to let you know the fact that if you don't change from being enablers, supporters of recycling old criminals, you will never, ever, ever experience what good governance is. And you will never, ever, ever enjoy the full potential of that country. Now, someone like me, we don't run away. Because now we run. Let's be honest to ourselves. We run away. We've seen the world. We have seen that, I left Nigeria when I was 28. 28 years of my life. Imagine what I could have probably done or achieved. If I look back, I should be cursing Nigeria, not just Nigeria. I should be cursing everybody who has played a role one time or the other into what Nigeria is today. And nobody should be holding me. And that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, someone is sitting abroad. He's left Nigeria, God knows when. He's been through the era when drug trade was like anything then, and they ensure that young people fell into the trap of get rich quick syndrome. Many of them are now retired, retired prisoners. You know, they will say ex-convicts on so many fronts. Some of them can no longer work. The lifestyle they lived in the 90s, the express lives, the names of them, many of them you knew then, they are gone. Many of them have transformed their names from what you even knew them as back then. They are now crusaders of the Punisher, Buhari. Buhari came to do three things: to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Three things. And they will destroy them through many means. Economy, physical, like insecurity, and the threat of death every time you try to challenge them. So now, these guys, they stay abroad, like me. They are enjoying everything that is there. They can no longer come back to Nigeria. And if they have to come back to Nigeria, Nigeria is no longer Nigeria of the 90s. Some of you in your 20s now, you don't jump onto expressway now. You are driving cool cars. You've made so much money. Smart guys, rich guys, now property owners. Your uncle will left Nigeria in the last 40 years. The family house, we didn't write time since then. Say making send money, made them renovate. In mama die, he no come. In papa die, he no come. Right? Instead, don't deny family. Facebook come help us discover them. Frustrated they're going in America, in Canada, and all over these places. Old men dragging young boys who are fighting for their futures on social media. They are now the role models for the home-based Buharideens and the Buharidirins. Buharidinotus and the Buharidijatus. And it is time to ask yourself, Uncle we left Nigeria long time ago. Some of them, now because say they use Facebook, you found a name that is similar to your own father's name. You saved this picture. You took it to your father. And your father is asking you, where did you see this picture? Banji, that's Banji now. Where did you see that? Banji can know. Is Prince Prince Adebanji. I say, yeah. No. That's my brother. He's been to America for the past 28 years. We've never heard from him. How did you meet him? Facebook. Help me send him. I know stories like that, please. I'm not making it up. So many of you, those people you are seeing as your role models abroad, many of them, hustlers like me, Mayegun, you know, say me, I'll be gentle hustler. I live my life so private. I just can't keep my mouth shut. I wish I could. You know what I mean? Just to keep if I keep my mouth shut, I will have a so much amazing life. Honestly, private life, build your life so gradually, and that's it. Boom. Okay, yeah. You know, I can't keep my mouth shut. So your uncle, we don't turn hustler here after 35 years, is now just living based on we will not to talk. But he can't go back to Nigeria because he knows he can no longer get treatment for that diabetes. He can no longer get treatment, free drug, free checkup for that serious sickness that he's been struggling with since he came back from prison or since he came back from a divorce. We have aunties that social media is a therapy for them. They turn on the camera all the time. They tell you so many things. When they turn off the camera, they bring their towel in and they begin to wipe the tears of the real life they live in. Because that is not, you see them, they live abroad. We all know how it is. It is not that beans. You know what I mean? It's not beans. I don't know many of you. For someone like me now, no be beans. I thank God for the kind of job I do that actually take good care of me and my family in that regard. We should thank God, Abby. We'll thank God for that. So auntie stayed abroad 25 years, 30 years. Some of them, they don't like you. You don't know, you don't understand. Some of them, they can't come back to Nigeria. Facebook is showing them that you are doing well. Some of you, they are seeing your pictures too. They are saving the pictures and saying, is that Auntie Dupe's son? Oh boy, Auntie Dupe's son has grown up this much. I saw him on Twitter. He's a star. People have been messaging me. Are you Daddy Ketu's son? They discovered me because social media, Facebook, Facebook showed my name. And my name and their name is, the same. And they want to find out. Then eventually they found out. And they are like, wow. So he's my family, Sha. That's good. You are doing fine. Keep it up. Mayegun abi. I'm not going to call you Mayegun. You are Shola. I'll call you Shola. Oh no, I'm going to call you Sheyi. No problem. Many of you discover them. You turn them to your role models. You call them boss. Boss, you are too smart. I like this uncle, He stays in America. He speaks my mind. He's speaking your mind to continue to support the same system that is rigged against you. The system that is going to frustrate you to do so many things that you will never believe you will ever do in your life. People will lose their jobs. I mean, no joke. Are you with me? So, they stay there. They enjoy everything. They will never come back to Nigeria. You know why? They know they will never get free healthcare. Even if the healthcare is free in Nigeria, they will never trust Nigeria healthcare. Because since some of them left Nigeria, they have never ever seen any kind of attention like that in their lives. In Nigeria, when you get a headache, when they say, Baba, how you they feel now? Say, Baba, 3,000 blocks to your long. This country, Yeah? Graduate. 3,000 blocks. Baba, and I have to resume there tomorrow. 10 naira per block. Say, what happen? Say, now this back, with the carry block, go 3-story building. Mechanical engineer. Me that studied account in this country. They say, you better go see chemist. When they give you painkiller. And they will give you sleeping tablet too. So that tomorrow, say tomorrow 5 o'clock, you have to be up. I know. Man, we need to do something about this. Oh dear. Then you go to chemist. And the chemist will say, Mr. Shegmetu, today you are back again. What happened? What happened this time around? Is it that same shoulder pain? Say, no, now the whole body now, now the whole body, all the back. Ekpele, hello ibuprofen. And hello cocodimon. And then you will use aspirin or respirin. That one will allow you to sleep very well. By the time you wake up tomorrow, you are just going to be okay. Say, say that one. How many tablets I go use? I just use 4. You know, before now 2. But you know your system now is we don't know how long you are going to do this job. So you need to use 4 so that your system will become 3,000 block a day. Then when they pay you, you will subscribe. Abi? And come on Facebook. My friend, go and look for a job. You are not busy, you don't have a job. That's why you can sit down on Facebook and be attacking Buhari. My friend, go and look for a job and look for something. Go and get busy with your life. Buhari is more successful than your father. We are not talking about my father. He's dead. He died a fulfilled man, by the way. Because an average Nigerian just want to build a house. They want to buy cars. They want to marry. They want to born. They want to build houses. They want to do all of that. So my dad actually overdid all of that. And he had properties to his name. Many of them that I don't even know where they are. Because I'm not interested. Go and look for a job. Go and look for this. Go and look for that. When your data finish. Say this. I don't even like listening to this idiot. It's just wasting my data. It's just wasting my data. I say, Baba, calm down. You better go and use your gestapirin so that your muscle can build up again. Tomorrow na Wednesday. Me, I don't finish work today. I won't resume work again until Friday. So don't be like me. Go. I won't sit here and tell you lies. I'll tell you the way it is. So it doesn't matter how you take it. I'm not mocking you. I'm saying while you are in that position, someone who is abroad that will never come back and he knows that he will not be able to go to chemist and collect aspirin, blood tonic. Hey, listen guys, sometimes ignorance is a big thing, honestly speaking. How many of you watching me right now, when you are in Nigeria, how many of you, they use Orepta so that you can get blood tonic? How many of you, answer me now, how many of you believe that blood tonic, where you they use, where they give you, where they give that your son, where you give that your children, those blood tonic, I drink Orepta, you know that big Orepta, that bottle, because I needed to get blood. Oh my God, right? Nigeria. So we self-medicate, yeah? So you can just go and buy blood tonic so that if you lose blood or if you drink milk, you will get blood. How many of you believe that thing? How many of you? Because I was like that too, honestly speaking. Oh dear. Just give me a minute, Okay, let's get serious. Let's get serious now, okay? So, how many of your nurses have told you that if you lose blood, if someone loses blood, they will say give her milk and egg, and they will say give her a Repta. So I was like that too, because, you know, we self-medicate, we try to like survive, because you say, see, you are looking, all those things, no be blood, no, they give you blood though. They say they produce red blood cell, they produce this and that. And actually, they seems to be working, like, you just suddenly feel like you are feeling fresh. You know, you started feeling like you are feeling, you know, I'm not a doctor, okay, but I have been told that they don't really give you, they don't give you any blood, okay? There's no blood. So for some of you, they are good if they clean your system, if they wash your system of any unnecessary nonsense that may cost you anything, okay? So you will be drinking Milo. They say, drink Milo, drink Milo, drink milk, drink milk. So that guy, where they abroad, you know that one where they abroad, he knows that milk will not give him blood. He knows. Are you with me? So he will not come back to that place because he knows that the system that will give him milk as blood, that will give him a repta, that will give him blood gene, different names. I'm so sorry. This is looking like a joke, but it's not. It's not. We do that all the time on Mayegun's Diary just to pass the message as well, just to get everyone along and lighten up too. It's good to do that. Maybe that is what actually makes us unique. You know what I mean? People said, Mayegun, you are so real. I'm so real because when I'm in my element, when I'm in the mood, I just speak my mind the way I feel. And most of the time, from all my nonsense, it seems that I do make a lot of senses too. So what I'm trying to say is that they stay abroad. Some of them are old. They won't come back. The name we have for them, when you see any abroad-based Buharist, please, don't be deceived. Be honest. If you see an old man, some of them, they love to brag. They will tell you they have properties in Lagos. Do you know who you are talking to? Boy, if you are smart, let me be honest with you, you won't waste your time defending Buhari on social media. You will join us. You will join others to propagate clean messages that will eventually unchain the mind, you know, because you see this chain of slavery we talk about, they may sound derogatory or something, but they are not. This chain is mental slavery. Let me tell you about it. What will make someone who is probably built to take 30 million naira home every month to still want to steal money, be interested in stealing money? So when we describe poverty, poverty is not always lack of any physical thing. Sometimes, or most of the time, poverty is actually lack of a mental capacity to process what is right from what is wrong, what is necessary from what is important, and then from what is just a pure distraction. Poverty of the mind is called poverty of the mind. The poverty of the mind is what will make a billionaire so rich, so big. He looks at his bank account every morning and he sees billions in hundreds. But guess what? He built himself palace, big mansions. He buy himself beautiful latest automobiles to match his own status. But he lives within chanty. He lives within poverty. He lives within the people, the populace that are so much of lack. He lack empathy. And the moment he feels like he gives back, he feels like he's doing them favor. But what he lacks and what he is also suffering from is this. That billionaire, and there are many in Nigeria, big billionaires, you know, private jet, former governor, billionaires. But they drive within, you know, oh dear, you know, they drive within the army of hungry, frustrated, young, unemployable, young Nigerians. And they lack something, empathy, the capacity to process the reality that they live in. That yes, they are rich. They have so much money. They can flaunt money anytime. They can buy you. They can buy this. They can, because that is the mentality. It is called poverty of the mind. It is the poverty of the mind that will make you comfortable to go and buy a 400 million car. Oh dear. I mean, you buy convoy of those, 400 million car. 400 million naira car. 10. That is 4 billion naira expended on automobiles that are to be driven on a rickety, jaggedy, jiggedy road. It is called poverty of the mind. You know you will have to spend more on maintaining those expensive, you know what I mean? It is, and many people are suffering from it. Rich people, politicians, educated people, people who pretended to be exposed, well-traveled people, they all have this same suffering, the poverty of the mind. Some of them had the opportunity of living in Nigeria, and they are now living abroad. That is why we call them the Bellectuals, the Mumu lecturers, and the Mumu Madus. They have seen it. They have lived it. They have experienced it. They can tell you about it. But when it comes to Nigeria, the narrative changes. It's difficult. It's not possible in Nigeria. We are just too difficult to be governed. Oh, we can't do a restructuring. Oh, the Hausa people will not agree. The northern people will not accept. Oh, the eastern people are too violent. Oh, they are so insulting. Oh, they are so hateful. They have experienced life. They live in the real world. But when it comes to the conversation about Nigeria, the narrative changes. Where do you think that comes from? It is coming from the same angle. Poverty of the mind. They pretended to be exposed, but they are poor in mind. And because they are much one way or the other, they are so conservative in their ideology. They have become so difficult to convince. That's why we stopped. We will no longer convince all these Abroadian Buharididirins anymore. All those Uncle Chicago, Uncle Nova Scotia, Scotland, Uncle Nova Scotia, Canada, Uncle this and that. We will no longer deal with them. We'll be lashing them. We'll be lashing them as much as we want. But we need to redirect our messages now. Also, back to those they are feeding with those lies. They need to know the truth. Why is that uncle not back in Nigeria? Why is that auntie that you've been following since 2010? Because she's been saying the truth. She's been speaking sense. Why is she not in the country? Hello there. You are live now. Turn down the broadcast and you can speak to us. Turn down the broadcast. Can you turn down the broadcast, please? Yeah. Please, if you're calling in, kindly turn down the broadcast, and then you listen to your phone. Make sure you listen to your phone because I'll be speaking to you directly. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Badero.
Baba.
I was celebrating your coming back to my broadcast.
Oh, you tell me about it.
Oh, God, first of all, we'll keep it short because of many people who have been killed. I have been following the programs these days, but unfortunately, I didn't get to. But thank God I got to play this evening.
Thank you. Your name and where you are calling from first. Your name and where you are calling from.
It's JJ from somewhere in London.
JJ from somewhere in London. Oh yeah, sharp. More do and sharp, yeah?
Everything that he said.
Yeah.
From the beginning to the end is true. Because sometimes it's hard when you hear some of our people, most especially the educated people who call themselves educated from Nigeria, and you meet them maybe in the train or on the road or anywhere, you have a conversation with them, and you expect them to speak something reasonable. No, what they are saying, because there's two ways to everything. Sometimes if someone is wrong, he might be right in his own way. So that's how I see them. Those kind of people that are always right on their own way will never take an advice or will never be enlightened. They can't be enlightened because why? Whatever they see, they just see it for see. What is in their mind is what they believe. Those are the brother you call Abroadidirins or whatever.
Abroadian Buharididirins.
Abroadian Buharididirins. They are the most wicked Nigerians that ruin the Nigerians. Brother, before me and you come to abroad, do you remember back in the days you see some of them playing music beep.
When they come back?
I can say, oh my goodness. Some of them are part of the reason why a lot of us came to abroad. If I'm not wrong.
Oh, you are not wrong.
Now, when I now came to abroad, I've traveled to about 8 countries. I speak 5 good languages, and I'm very fortunate to work in most highest office in every country I've been to. So when I began to see a lot of things, realize how the white people treating their people, what we call a human right, the necessity of life, brother, I began to shock, and I started changing my mentality. When I went back home, people always ask me, "Is this guy?" They always tell me, "And you said this guy is from abroad." It's just like in Nigeria, because the people, what did they expect is that I should come like those people also to come and meet people. Then when you start educating people back home, they will tell you it's not possible. That is the problem, because some of our brothers who live in abroad have saw some things in their mind, lives on lie. I have house in I have 2 houses in London. I have 2 houses in DC, and all those are our musicians also. By following them, most especially the Yorubas, by following them, the Mama Kiriko in the supermarket in Chicago, supermarket in London.
Oh my
goodness! When you now came and you arrived in this country, you start realizing that is that the woman they were hailing? They used to praise.
Maybe she has an African shop in your streets. Maybe she's just an African shop owner, which is great, by the way, to all African shop owners. But in Nigeria, the way they make it, the way they make them look.
When you're now looking at the African shops that they've been broadcasting, then you will be disappointed. Because why? I've seen a lot. If I tell you I've lived in 8 countries with about 5 different languages, it means I know most. That's why sometimes when I give you some things on your, when I say make a comment, I always insist that let us separate the country. Because that's the only way to change the mind of all these people. But if we are separate, then we can hear our language, it will be easy. That time it will not be kobo or language mix up. It will be pure Yoruba, and you can start telling your family, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how it's supposed to be.
And it will be easier.
Because, brother, to be honest, I don't like commenting anymore. Because when you leave some comment, you read some people's comment, it's like they are writing biography. Very, very eloquent in writing, but meaningless. It's only God that can save the people back home. I won't.
Thank you, JJ. Let's hear from others too, Baba. Yeah. Have you seen our diaspora radio link?
Brother, that's why that one we will talk about it, because I have a personal something that I will help you on that.
I will be grateful to hear from you.
To be on my line. You are on my line, so I know what to do to help you. I will contribute mine,
yes,
and I will still support you personally.
I appreciate that.
It's my line. I'm a media man too. So
fantastic. I need you guys. See, we are planning. This is how we are going to run it, right? You guys who have ideas, who are so creative, and you have been veterans in your different fields, right? There's going to be a voluntary board of director interest. You just need to, by the time we finish now, right? You'll be able to write in and say, I want to volunteer to be one of the board of directors. So that will be an advisory role completely, which means from you.
That one we will talk when we
will do that.
I've got just 1 point, 2 points for you to educate our people.
Thank you very much.
And that one, when I give it to you, you will be surprised. It's my own blueprint.
Thank you.
Is inside my book already.
Fantastic.
But don't worry, you have no problem.
We'll talk. We'll have a chat about it.
I promise. Everybody is listening now. I promise, and I will give it to you. Whatever I really want to contribute and make sure that this thing progress.
Thank you.
By the grace of God.
Thank you, JJ.
Thank you, JJ. Thank God, brother.
Yeah, nice one,
Let's keep on.
Nice one, JJ. Stay safe. Oh, boy. Those are the Mayego's Voltrons. Hello, Baba.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, you are live on Mayegun's Diary, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Ajayi Baba.
From where?
From Germany.
From Germany. Lovely. Yeah. So go ahead, sir. You are on. Go ahead. I just hope I've not lost you. Oh, great. You're back. Go on, sir.
Yes. I said it's better we speak the language where our people go hear.
Okay.
Back home.
Go on.
Nigeria. So me I go like speak broken.
Please go ahead. You have the floor. Baba.
Firstly, I have to commend you. You are doing a very, very good and solid job.
On
behalf of every languages or any tribes. Now you you dey look, and you are really doing a very fantastic job. That is one.
Thank you.
Second, what me I see concerning this problem concerning Nigeria or Nigerians back home is their mumu never do, brother. Because yes, see, this is very simple arithmetic. I called one of my own senior sister, the same father, the same mother. I said, Auntie me, please don't take anything from these people. This is my own sister or my blood sister. Don't take anything from these people if they come again next time. If these people didn't give you something, you won't survive. Una go survive now. The next thing where she dey tell me say all the videos where I did do on Facebook, she dey see am o. King John Tolong Kimako Oba wọn o. Ìwọ ti wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn sì láti joy. Òun gbádùn ẹ níná o. Òun jẹun àárọ̀, òun jẹun ọ̀sán, òun jẹun alẹ́ o. Please o, don't use your own to if you want to do your video, don't just go to do your video. Don't speak Yoruba. Don't let them know that we are related to you. Money kini go relay. You see, and this thing has been happening because me I dey do video every time. I dey mock them. I dey post some of my video to your own program. I dey attach my video if it sometimes.
Of course.
But people back home, their ear don't. Their ear, it don't block. So the only thing you and I can do to help people back home is we should continue in them. That spirit of fear.
I'm with you, Baba. Continue.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Please, continue.
Hello, Baba?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, that spirit of fear, they should eliminate that spirit of fear because they're hungry and they still they fear.
Thank you.
People back home, they're hungry and they are still fearing. So there is no future for their children and their unborn children. So that is one. Two, the radio part of it, please, anytime you are ready, the little contribution, me and some friends here, because I have a senior bro here.
Lovely.
He's the one who loves your program to pieces. So we have been debating, okay, what can we do? What can we do? If that,
thank you.
Let us know here. So
it is already on there, and if you check Emayegun's Diary platform right now, moment you get on the page, at the top of the page, you will see the link there. It's pinned at the top. So even after the broadcast, you can go on there. It's a GoFundMe account. It is so easy. It is traceable. It is transparent. And it is safe. So that, Baba, if we have to make, if anything happens, if someone changes his mind, wants his money back, they can easily just request and they'll get it back. You know what I mean? So it's better.
Sure.
So that link, and that link actually accepts all cards, as long as it's a Visa card or MasterCard from any part of the world, as long as they are. And you can make your donation by just typing whatever you want to put in there. It doesn't matter if your card is dollars, if your card is euro, if your card is pounds, it doesn't matter. Just the card numbers. It should be card, Visa card and MasterCard. Thank you very much, Baba. I do appreciate this call. I hope I have connected this my caller. There's so many calls. I'm so sorry if your one sec. If your call hangs or anything happened, simply because there's so many. Just a moment. Let's take this. I have a caller again.
Hello.
Jocelyn, is that you?
Of course, it's Jocelyn.
Oh,
I
how
don't
are
need an
you?
introduction.
Oh, I saw the pictures
very
because you
well,
know
thank
WhatsApp will bring your pictures. You know what I mean when you call in like this, so it's easier to guess. So I don't really guess, but I think I guessed right today. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good one. You are on.
You're doing very well. You know, since my Buharididirins political came back, I've not really called in to say anything.
It's good to have you.
You're really doing a fantastic job. And what I want to say is, you need to increase your tempo, you know. Make it give it to them very hard. Within your back, you understand?
I know.
Because what we actually need back home is someone that can actually say the raw truth to us, because since we abhor truth so much, and we don't like to hear the truth. So the best thing you can actually, because you're doing the right thing, you're on the right track. The best thing you can do is just, you know, keep saying it. Just keep saying it. If you want to be more brutal, go ahead. You can be brutal. They can't do you anything. Okay, it is for their own good. You're fighting for them, but they are fighting you. Okay, because our brains have been messed up so much completely that people cannot reason anymore, and they cannot think for themselves. And when you are thinking for them, they think you're doing them bad, and they bounce back to fight you. So it's very appalling to see how people behave the way they do, because they behave like animals. Everybody in Nigeria behave like animals. When you go back home, they are waiting for you like tigers, you know, that are very hungry and they're willing to eat you raw. If you don't give them anything, they get angry at you easily. At the snap of their fingers, they're angry at you for what? You didn't put them in that situation.
You remember that? Do you remember the what do you call it? The explosive combination that I warned us of a few weeks back. Hunger, anger, frustration, and you know what I mean?
Destruction, yes.
You know what I mean? So that actually leads to what do you call it? WMD, weapons of mass destruction. So you see them, they are angry, you don't know why they are angry, you say something that is not really in any way offensive, they pick offense and they start misquoting you, trying to ask you, is that what you are trying to say? Are you trying to say this? Say, calm down, me and you no get fight. Why is it so hot? So you get it.
Yeah, actually, now that we're on the right track, and then kudos to the diaspora radio that is coming up very soon, and we really need to burn down the country. Honestly, we need to bring it down. We need to.
But Buhari is doing the good job now. Why do you guys want to make it faster? Buhari is doing a very good job. He's burning down the country already. We just want to help him now. Let's just help him. Exactly.
We need to help him to make it like today. Man, I cannot wait to go back home, to go back to my Biafra land. I cannot wait. You understand? Because they say there is no place like home. No matter where I go, no matter where you go, you always want to go back home. Outside the country is not our home. You understand?
I'm with you.
You want to go where you're on your father's soil, like you're stepping your foot or your feet on your own father's soil. There is this feeling that comes with it. You understand me? So this is what we want. We cannot be running away from those ones who does not have any, because I don't want to live in a country with bloodthirsty criminals. Those Fulani herders. I cannot. You understand?
And you should have a choice. That's what we are trying to do with Diaspora Radio. Like, listen, Jocelyn doesn't want to leave because she feels like she's not going to feel safe. And she's never going to really be able to integrate in the kind of Nigeria they are trying to force on her. But let her have a choice to choose where she wants to be. Then how can we do that? Maybe when we start listening to Jocelyn, maybe then we will begin to understand that, oh, and that makes sense. So maybe we should even get our own too. Are you sure, Jocelyn, that you will get that when you get your own this? And I say, yes, this is the evidence. Maybe when we start listening to ourselves, that is why we need to support Diaspora Radio. So I'm just backing you up there as well. Like, yes, everybody wants to go back home, a place they can call home. And it's a place you built that you call home. And with the way we are right now, where everybody they carry dagger. If you see anything, they will stab you. Shut up. You hate Buhari. How do you think we are going to be able to do that other than to listen to ourselves, Jocelyn?
Of course. That is the best way. That is the best thing we can do. You understand? Because even at the things we've planned, because I just visualize Biafra, how it's going to work. Because even like Nnamdi Kanu said, we cannot, after getting Biafra, and then we start behaving like Nigerians, that he's going to use like chemical weapons to finish everyone because he cannot fight, stressing, putting his family at risk, and at the end of everything, then we mess it up. No, that is not going to be allowed, and we are going to hold everyone accountable, and we cannot allow those politicians who have ruled or who have served Nigeria to come back and they want to take a position in Biafra land. We are not going to allow that, okay? And that fear will no longer be there, because right now, living in Nigeria alone is like you're living in fear. That fear is already in you. So the nation we're going to have is a nation that we all have to, hold our rulers accountable. Like whatever they do, we have
hold
to hold
your
it.
head.
You understand? We do not have to fear anyone. We have to speak. Or if we do anything, if he commits any blunder, or if we steal, man, there's a way to kill a rat, man.
Exactly.
There's so many ways to deal with them. Honestly, because I'm tired of this whole bullshit. Mr. Frank was telling us how much they got from crude for 4 years during OBJ's regime. It was a lot of money, Mayego. Come on now, and they messed up that country like that. People are living in abject poverty. How can you have so much amount of money and you cannot even boast of any basic amenities back home in Nigeria? Come on, it is so annoying and it is so frustrating. Trust me. Okay, Nigeria is a messed up country, and we need to level it up. We really need to.
We will.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to give my own contribution. Yeah.
It's a pleasure hearing from you again as well. Thank you very much for all the support. And take care of yourself. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Kudos.
Cheers. Yeah. I have another caller, and this time around. Hello. Hello. Please, when you call in, kindly turn the broadcast down so that we can hear ourselves, okay? Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiko. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Wally from Chicago.
Oh, Alex, how you doing? I like that.
I'm doing well.
Beautiful, sir. Go on.
It's been a very long time.
It's been. They tried to cut us off.
The very first time we spoke about the problem of Nigeria was sometime in 2015. We had a very, very long conversation about over an hour.
I know.
Remember?
I do.
Yeah. So I've been trying. I've not been able to get through each time I try, and if I try a few times, I don't get through.
I
So
know.
you haven't heard from me for a very, very, very long time.
I know.
However, the problem of Nigeria has, it bothers everybody. It bothers me a lot. We've been complicit. We've been very, very complicit. And the most shameful part is we have educated people, educated individuals, even among my family, who are professors, who are lecturers in institutions. And I think they live in a different reality. They have a different reality. Their reality is completely different. And, the unfortunate thing is, after I listened to the Buhari recent speech, some of them feel as though they live in a completely different reality. Everything that we are complaining, everything we're talking about, the way they process this information.
Every abnormality is normal to so many of them in Nigeria. It's like normal. You know what I mean? It's sad.
That is true. And how Nigeria got how this current stages, we've been very, very complicit. We've been our complacency, we don't want to rock
I don't care attitude.
And then
concern
also, we in Nigeria, we are a very docile people. And we are easily satisfied. We are not compared to. So that is why Nigeria will never work until that country breaks up, until we go separate ways. Look at what is going on in the north. Talking about COVID-19 now.
Exactly.
People are supposed to stay at home, but these people, they have a completely different orientation from how we are in the south. It's very, very sad. It's very, very unfortunate. And
they made the country a shared responsibility, they call it. right? But the shared is not, it's not a shared responsibility. It's now like a shared load of responsibility to some set of people, while some people live above board and they live aloof that you can't even talk about them. It's sad. Alex, how is Chicago? How is everyone? Hello there, Alex. The line is so clogged up, right? So if I manage to get you in, I'm just gonna get told on to you. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening, sir. You are through to Mayegun's diary. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Aslam from France.
Aslam from France.
Yes, sir, my brother.
Fantastic. It's good to have you today, Baba. What do you have for me?
Yeah, I just want to contribute a little issue about something that's on the ground. Number one, I want you to understand that most of the people that live in Nigeria, average of them knew their rights. Average of them, they didn't know what they are doing. And in all Nigerian politicians, they are not smart at all. But it's only one key they have. And that key is poverty, hunger, including politicians and the businessman private sector. I want you to know that, my brother, is something I am talking with my little experience.
I'm with you, sir.
When you live in Nigeria, maybe you are working under private sector. When you was employed, you are a single. Along the line, you get married. You have like kids. Immediately your chairman saw you that you are now be a responsible somebody. From here, he will now starting reduce your salary, or maybe he will pay you half salary. Next month, no salary for you. And you have a kid, you have a wife, you have a father, you have mother that you want to go to feed. So, and you know that before you get that job, you know what you are going through. You will not have choice, my brother. You just remain on that level. It's only God can intervene. That is what is going on in Nigeria. All these our politicians knows, including Benga Daniel, everybody, Tinubu, all these rubbish people. So it is only God that can help us in that country. So the only thing I'll just tell you that keep it talking. Maybe all these our youths, they will be too expressed from there. Because number one, our little also, they are looking for fast way.
Fast way, expressway to money.
That move. And life is not like that. Life is step by step. Are you getting me?
I'm with you, sir.
If you decide that you are not ready to serve yourself, you will serve another person without gaining anything from there. That is what is happening to Nigerian youth. When I was Olabisi Onabanjo University, I look up, I look down, there's nothing for me. I started selling credit card in the school campus. But today, thank God, I'm in France with my family, with everybody, without anybody supporting. Or when you told Nigerian youth, leave all these politicians, they don't have anything to offer you, including private sector. They don't have. You will drive my brother.
It is well.
See, so
thank you, Baba.
We need to continue encouraging them.
We will. Thank you very much, sir, because that's some touchy stuff there, sir. I really appreciate that contribution, and thank you very much for watching as well. Have a good one.
God bless you, sir.
And you too, sir. Amen. So I have another caller. I don't know if it's a return caller. Hello. Hello, sir. You're live on Mayegun's diary. Your name and where you are calling from, sir.
My name is Julius. I'm calling from Austria, Innsbruck.
Oh, Julius, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very fine. Mayegun,
Baba.
I give you an applaud. You are doing the best.
Thank you, sir.
It's like you are just a copy from me. You are saying exactly my mindset. The way I feel about Nigeria, everything. I thought you are great. You are doing absolutely good.
Thank you, sir.
And God will guide you and protect you to continue to expose them in every area which they have been doing since 1960, if I'm not even mistaken.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Hello?
Hello. Continue, sir.
Yeah, you are doing great. I so much applaud you. You are doing great. And I want to tell you that I'm totally behind you. I support you. I've already done my own donation through the GoFundMe already.
Thank you.
And we are going to realize that radio. And that radio is going to... In short, their downfall is already here. Their downfall. First of all, our oil price is gone, so they don't have where to steal anymore. Maybe they will go and borrow and distribute it between themselves.
We'll watch.
You cannot tell us you will borrow without utilizing it. So enough is more than enough. Right now, their hand is already here. It's not even near. It's here already.
Thank you.
Their hand is here. Very soon, you see youth. There are people started carrying guns and
they will turn it on them. You know the politicians. What the politician did, Julius, is that they weaponize hunger in Nigeria. They weaponize poverty. So people began to rely on what may come or may not come from politicians. So because of that, they are guided by whatever they want to do. They are careful, because they don't want to fall into the category of those that will not benefit if anything should come from politicians. So they have subjected people to that, and they have weaponized poverty. So they can then control what people decide to do or not. The funniest thing is that the two arms of these criminals, they divided themselves into two. PDP, now APC, they are the same. So if you run away from APC, you run to PDP. It's like running from Professor Pella and running into who is this latest 419 now? Or let me say you are running away from who is this biggest kidnapper in Nigeria again? Evans the kidnapper. So PDP and APC, they are like Evans the kidnapper and Shekau the Boko Haram leader. So if you run away from they are the same, they are terrorizing you, so they divide themselves into two. So if you run away from Evans the kidnapper, and you run away to Shekau, that one can slice you. That's exactly what is going on in Nigeria. It's a shame.
Deceiving not religion to deceive,
it's
to divide the youth that's supposed to stand for themselves. When we were growing up, after so they will say go to school. After you go to school, you get a job, then you start working. It's just that all is a scam. It's scam. Old people, they see the old office. How can you imagine my president should be 80 something? What is that? Meaning I'm useless in my age. I'm not useful. I'm ashamed to say my president is 8. Our own councillor here in Austria is just 34 years old boy. 34. I mean, man, it's a mess. 200 and something million population. We have 80. I mean, meaning the country they don't have anybody reasonable to lead the country anymore. So their hand is just at hand. Their hand is here. The bomb has already exploded, but we are just about to be watching more and more of their downfall. I so much acknowledge you. You are doing absolutely great.
Thank you,
I was worried sometimes when you could not come online, and you now post a link again from the Badero something.
Yeah, my other personal page.
I even followed you on that network.
Thank you.
Mayego, you are doing well.
Thank you.
God will protect you.
You are fantabulous, Julius. Thank you.
We are accomplishing.
We will do it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. Stay safe, Baba. Have a good one too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope I've got another caller. Hello. The network and the lines are all packed up. We only have 7 minutes to go. So if I pick your call now, you'll be my last caller tonight. So I don't know what happened. I think we lost that call. This one seems to be a call from Africa. Hello there. Yeah, you are through to Mayegun's diary. Your name and where you are calling from, sir?
Yes, so my name is Patrick from Kenya.
Oh, Pato again. How are you today? Mombasa. Pato from Mombasa. Am I right?
Yes, from Mombasa, yes.
Wow, fantastic. So how are you doing today, Baba?
I'm fine, my brother. Fine. Oh, we thank God for everything. Just I wanted to point out something now.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're following things that are happening in Kano.
I am as well.
Okay. Okay. You see, the problem is what their attitude will cause for the whole country. I don't think Nigerians are seeing this yet. People are escaping from Kano to Jos to Abuja, and they will get to Lagos and the south.
I'm with you. Continue, Patrick.
That country. Yeah.
Yeah, please continue. We can hear you. You broke up there. It's like, you know.
Yeah. So,
go on.
Okay, now the government of Nigeria at the federal and at the state level, they're actually using this COVID thing to steal money. They are not really interested in serving the people. The earlier that contraption is brought with knees, the better. Nigeria as a country, runs is a case of monkey they walk, baboon they chop. The last time I called, I mentioned here that the government shut down Lagos, Ogun State, and Abuja. But the first place they started sharing money was in Jigawa and Katsina. Is that the kind of country you and I want to be proud of? Is that the kind of country where a parasitic minority lords it over the majority of the citizens? I know the sad part, like me, I'm from Edo State. That useless Oshomole and the useless governor, they are fighting over who is to,
who controls what? Who controls who gets what? Among themselves, so not the people among themselves. Who get what? Who will get this? Who will get that? Who will not get?
Yeah. You know the sad thing? Edo State is not a major, but one of the oil producing states.
It is?
Palliative. The palliative is not shared here. Two of the largest states that provides VAT for the government of Nigeria is Lagos and Ogun. As a natural law, the person will bring pass, not supposed to collect pass. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. You can't sell alcoholic beverage in the north, especially Kano. I schooled in Kano. You can't sell alcoholic beverage in Kano. Please, man, we arrest you. But when you sell alcoholic beverage in Lagos, in Ogun State, in southern states, the VAT proceeds from this alcoholic beverage, Kano State gets more by virtue of the number of local government councils they have. Nigeria, I'm not praying for Nigeria to stand. Nigeria has the minimum at this point is for it to be structured. It's the minimum.
The continuous, the continuous existence of Nigeria, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. The continuous existence of Nigeria is a crime to humanity. Every human being should work towards helping to break up Nigeria to save lives. If people understand, it will take time, but people will understand our message at the end of the day, and we'll get them on our side, and it will be done. Either sooner or later. Pato, I'm going to let you go. You are my last caller tonight. I really appreciate your contribution again. I hope I get you again some other time. I do really appreciate it. Have a good one, sir.
Okay, bro.
Nice one. So, Patrick there from... have a good one. Goodbye. So, that's Patrick from Mombasa, Kenya, my last caller. And from there, I'll draw the curtain for the program tonight. Just join me for the regular, Bass Boost in the morning. I'm off tomorrow. I'm off day after tomorrow. Then go here. And for those of you who want to contribute, who have been messaging that you have been having issues with the link, don't worry. If the link in the comments is not working, the GoFundMe link in this comment section, if it's not working, do not fret over it, okay? After the broadcast, just come back onto the page. From the beginning of the page, at the top of the page, you will see the link there for the GoFundMe account. And for those who are kind of asking questions about the currency, don't worry yourself. Even if you want to donate, I'm just saying this now. I'm not asking you that if you are in Nigeria, you must donate to this project is mainly for those who are outside Nigeria, Nigerians who are outside Nigeria, who want to be united under one platform, on a single platform that we can all at least connect and meet up. So if Facebook say they're mad, we'll find another place that they cannot stop us. So if you donate from Nigeria, it is a great pleasure. It means that some of you have indeed, you have plugged into this dream. Yeah, it's great. But I'm only using this as an example. For instance, you want to donate money from Nigeria. Let's say you want to give us 500,000 naira. What you need to do is that if you know the pounds conversion of that money, or if you have your own domiciliary account or you have your MasterCard where it's probably in naira and you can easily convert it on your screen to what it's going to be in pounds. If you want to donate 10,000 naira, it's just the conversion. What will happen is this. It doesn't matter if you are living in America. It doesn't matter if you are, wherever you are living all over the world. It doesn't matter if you are living in India, you are living in Nigeria, you're living anywhere in the world. That link is multi-purpose. Just get your MasterCard, get your Visa card. Do not worry about internet security. You are safe. And I mean that. I mean it. You are safe because the platform is known for its security. Another good thing about using that platform is to make sure that we can trace the money. We can say who donated what, how much was donated at the end of the day. Okay? So that what Mayegun is going to tell you that we have managed to build with what we raised, is it going to be justified by what you raised? You will be able to ask questions. So it's better like that than for me to be talking to people behind the scene. So someone will just say, hello Mayegun, I've been watching you for 5 years. I love your program. I want to contribute to Diaspora Radio. Give me your account. I say, hey, okay, Baba. No one, I'll text you now. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, hello, Mayegun. I have sent you 5,000 naira. Only for us to know later, say, now from Jaga Bandit, Bola Tifnumbu, the money come from. I will come here, call the tell you, say, oh, my friends, please forgive me. I just thought they wanted to help us. They will say, but Mayegun, you're not desperate now. Come on. Why would you give your bank account to something you call the project of everyone? Come on, Mayegun. We love you, but oh, come on. Mayegun, I'm this. I'm smarter than that. I've got what I will eat. I've got what I will use to take care of my family. This is not going to be what is going to take me, it's not going to take me down. So people are calling me. I'm not saying those of you are calling me who have good intentions. I'm not saying you are representing anybody, but I'm too smart for that. I want something traceable. I want something defendable. I want something I can actually put on record. Something like in numbers, in letters, like in figures. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be alone because there's nothing to hide. Okay? So please help us. Go onto that link. Go onto that link. Put whatever you want to put in. 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 9 pounds. Great people. Go there. If you go open that link, if you open that GoFundMe account, the link, you will be surprised at what people are donating. I am so moved. I wanted to make a video today to thank you. But I'm like, hey, guy, calm down. Calm down now. No, see, allow this thing go small. You go make video tire. Relax. If not, I would have done a video on GoFundMe. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you very much. You guys, I will be practicing my speech. Because, it's GoFundMe. And guys are putting money there. Those are the people that can tell me, Mayegun, I love you so much. I don't like what you what you posted. I don't like what you said the last time. I will say, I'm so sorry, Jocelyn. Oh, I'm really sorry. Grace, I've got this, my sister there, Grace. I said, Grace, Grace, I'm so sorry that you felt like that. Because you know me now. You know it's Mayegun. I only said it the way I felt. I know it came out wrong, but I'm sorry. Very soon, those are the people that will be sending me email. Hello, Mayegun. My name is Cynthia. I have been following you for the past 2 years on Diaspora Radio. You are doing a great job. But let me tell you something. Your position on the last blah, blah. I am so directly upset. And I want you to talk about it on your next program because I am so angry. I'm so sorry, Cynthia. I apologize and I will talk about it next time. Then I'll come on my Diaspora Radio to say, Cynthia, if you're watching me from Canada, this is Mayegun sending the apology. That kind of lie. These are the people. Join the list. Make yourself one of those who will bring this about. So that when I sit down in my office, in my office in Glasgow, the Diaspora Radio, they don't go wait. They say we be talk. Now talk we go Harvard. You know, when you be talk, we get local talk. Our own level of talk. Now like say, you know, the talk we go Harvard. Talk na talk. You go just get sense. But local talk. You know how it be. You know if you compare, what do you call it? Hunter dog. With your pit bull. So that's what it be. But they be dog. You know what I'm talking about? We be dog, you. And that's why when we finally have Diaspora Radio, I will show you my real side of unstoppability, the purest realness, the masterclass creativity in delivering messages to so many of you that you would have never seen before. You will be like, is this my ego? I love this. You haven't seen anything. Let Diaspora Radio happen. Grab your card. Or click that link now. Put it in there. £10, £20, $20, $100, $500. A brother called me from Dubai yesterday and he made a donation of over $500, which is great. I appreciate that. Let's do it. Let us become a shadow. Let them begin to see us in their dreams. Let them begin to see us like they are grouping. Let them begin to come in and say, what's happened, Senator? I say, I don't know. I just find myself in a dream. And I saw these people. They look so different. And there are so many. And they are coming for us. And I realized I was running. As I was running, they were just walking, but they were getting closer. I just woke up. When I woke up, that's why I hear that Gia. They listen to Diaspora Radio. I'm planning to send that away. These people are coming. Let us start appearing in their dreams. Let us start threatening them with what we have. Because that is what they have done to all of us for all over our lives. From the day you were born, they threatened our parents. They intimidated all of them to submission. You cannot talk. You will just die. My friend, you want to die? We will stop all of that. We will change that orientation. We will use every tool at our disposal. We will build. We will expand. We will discover, and we will develop people that are going to be the army very soon. And we go there inside our own palace, designed by us, paid for by us, and owned by us, from scratch to completion. Be part of that. Nothing is too small, because that will show how much we can go. So far, so good. God bless all of you. I'll use this opportunity to say thank you to those of you who have made contribution in a way. You are the people. You are the engine. You are the lubricant in our own engine. You are the one who is keeping the wheel rolling. God bless you. And to those of you who are yet to make any contribution, don't beat yourself. You don't have to. Okay? You don't have to make any contribution financially. Do you know you are making a contribution by sharing this video? Do you know you've made your own greatest contribution by sharing the link on every platform you know? Because you just don't know who is going to come across it. So as those people are doing that, you are contributing. We are all winners. It is a win-win situation. Do your best. £10,000, we will meet that, because we even need more than that. But wherever we move £10,000 to, some of you will be proud, and even more proud of your amazing Mayegun. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Don't miss it. Charge your phone. Get set for it. Good evening.
Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
After the election where them do. We still dey wait for the change. All the promise when they make, it don't be like say na fake. Well, we dey beg you. Make Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo.
Yes, sir.
After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake, yo. And where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. No employment for the youth. Insecurity no improve. Inflation don't they hit the roof. Still government no they say the truth. Oh yeah, my brother, this change na yawa. We don't do this suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Oh yeah, my sister, this government na yawa. And you don't do this suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake you. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. See us economy just the fall, but the chance to travel around the world. I be your office there for sky. When your time for work, you dey take in the fly. We no give you the vote, but you take them. Certificate is every fake them. Ababa Buhari, election criminal. I make you collect and you hail them. The Suki collect you the jail them. Ababa Buhari, you the partial. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait for the change. All the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake. Where the money, where the food, cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. Only you and your people, they chop all the loot where you gather. Now enjoyment today, you know come presidency to suffer. You rule Nigeria like say na war. You fight corruption, they break the law. Buhari is better, you withdraw. And they blame Jonathan for all of your flaws. Jonathan don't give you the power. Man, we no like you wahala. You no believe in your policy, pack up and let us be. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake, yo. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait for the change. All the promise when they make, it don't dey be like saying a fake. Where the money, where the food, cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. I see the bad way you been do. You don't turn Nigeria into two. Now the matter for your head, yo. Yes, sir. After the election, where them do, we still they wait to see the change.